Hello, my name is Crystal Chigbu, your Hope Catalyst, and you're welcome to the HopeGrill, where we teach, infuse, and experience hope. In 2017, the story of the abuse of a little girl went viral across social media. It sent a lot of pain and cries down everybody's spine. Guys, it still makes me cry every time I think of it, and I wonder why somebody will be so wicked to actually do such a thing. But you know what? Children with disabilities are more vulnerable. They tend to go through a lot more pain and abuse than every other person else. And with me on HopeGrill today, I have the mother of that child. Welcome to the HopeGrill, Bukola.
Thank you, Crystal.
It's so good to have you. It's really emotional for me, and you know, as parents of children with disability, I think this is just so much. So when you found out about the abuse and you know all that was happening, what was your first reaction? If I feel this way, I wonder how you felt. What was your first reaction?
I was just shocked. I was numb. I didn't have any feeling. I was really numb because, you know, it's a different thing when you watch it on social media and it's someone else's child. You know, but when it's your child, I didn't know how to feel because, you know, I had so many expressions. I was sad, I was numb, I was shocked. I was like, I could kill this woman. I was what went through my mind.
So how did you deal with it? Because I mean, I remember seeing the video, and first thing that went through my mind was, is this lady mad? Like, I wanted to just, you know, stand up, you know, be like the government or something and just kind of just deal with her in every way I could. So how did you deal with it? Because I mean, you were shocked, you were numb. Yeah, after that, what did you do?
Well, my husband and I had to make a decision of what to do because a few days after that she was traveling and we didn't know where she lived because she stopped working with us as at that time. She was preparing to go to United States for a program.
Okay.
So we knew if we called her, she wasn't going to come. So we had to be patient enough for her to go for her trip and come back.
Wow.
So when she got back, apparently someone had told her that we knew.
Okay.
So she started avoiding us, and eventually she sent a text that she wasn't going to work with our child anymore. So I told her, you know what, you have to come. I need to see you. Because at the back of my mind, I couldn't place the professional that I know who has been working with my child with the monster I saw on the camera.
Can you just tell people a little bit about this? Just a little bit, like in 1 minute, can you just quickly wrap up
what she did?
Yeah, that act.
Okay. She, a physiotherapist who has been working with us for 2 years. My daughter, Oluwalonimi, has cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
And she requires therapy she does therapy 3 times a week.
Okay.
But because she goes to school, I took permission from the school that this lady should go over to her school for a 1-hour session to have a therapy. So the rule is this. The school has given us the sick bay.
Okay.
So for her pull-out session. And my daughter has a caregiver that takes her to school, that stays with her in school. So this caregiver was supposed to stay with her during that 1-hour session. And according to my caregiver, she said that the lady should step out. The caregiver should step out, that she wanted to have the session alone with my daughter. Because she said my daughter would not concentrate if somebody else was there.
Wow. So
the caregiver left. And while she was having the therapy in quote, you know, my daughter doesn't have balance. So she's not able to sit unsupported or she doesn't have a good neck control.
Okay.
So she can't sit unsupported. You know, she kept her on a position that she couldn't maintain herself. And my daughter was falling from, you know, the chair. She fell on the marble floor more than 5 times. And there are times that she will hit the edge of the bed before falling. You know, there was a time she tied her hand to the back of her body and sat on the hands.
And this is a professional.
Exactly, with a master's degree.
Wow.
So you would expect professionalism from her. You know, if it was a house help or an illiterate, you say, oh, but this is someone that has a very good referral.
Wow.
She came highly recommended. She's been working with children for years. So you wouldn't expect her to do anything like that.
So there are a lot of parents out there that have children with disability. I mean, I'm also a parent of a child with disability. What would be your advice? How do you screen caregivers? Because truth is, we always need caregivers. We always need someone to help us with our child. We always, be it a physiotherapist, be it an occupational therapist, whoever, house help. What would be your guidance to screening of, you know, caregivers when it comes to children with disabilities?
Well, that's a tough one, because the truth is that you really don't know a person, no matter the referral, no matter how the person looks. So what I've done is, because of my peculiarity of my situation, my daughter is not so verbal, so you have to be extra careful. I get, for my house helps now, I get someone who is matured, you know, and for my physiotherapist, he had been working with my daughter in the past, but what I've done is that my daughter no longer have her therapy in school. So therapy is done first thing in the morning before she goes to school. Okay. And I sit down for the session.
So you are there?
I'm there.
So you're not staying?
When I'm not there, an adult from my home has to be in the sitting room. So it's not a room, it's in my sitting room with the physiotherapist, with my daughter and myself, or 2 other people, or 1 person is seated there. So that is one. If you are able to buy a CCTV camera, yes, you can put that as well. Then for my caregiver, because my daughter has a caregiver, because she has to take, someone has to follow her to school and have someone working in the house. So I ensure that there are 2 people with the children at most points when I'm not around. But what I've also done is that I work from home.
Wow.
So it's a lot of sacrifice.
It's a lot of sacrifice.
Really. But that's just it. So if you're not around, just look for some guidelines around it.
I mean, somebody once said, yes, it's a sentence, but it's a sentence to love. It's that kind of sacrifice that makes you love deeply, and you know, go a little bit much more than you will always go. Bukola, thank you so much for coming. But one more thing. I know there are a lot of other people that have gone through the same thing. They're probably not talking about it. Their children have been abused, or they were probably abused themselves. What would be your advice for those kind of people? Especially how you and your husband dealt with it. I must say you guys were very matured about it. What would be your advice for such people?
My advice is, first of all, find your own healing. No matter what everybody is saying, that you should go for justice, you should go for this, that. Get healed from within. Deal with the matter. Then ask yourself, what do you want to get out of this? As a mom of a child that has special needs, my energy has to be conserved. Yeah. So I have to choose my battles. So as a person who has gone through abuse, or their child has been abused, choose your battles. And I would advise that you focus on what is important. Get healed, let your child get healing, and move forward. For me, I've decided that I'm going to use this whole thing as a stepping stone to helping others. Wow. Yeah, because you can decide to go through this and become depressed and become suicidal, or you use all this as a stepping stone to make the world a better place. Wow. Yeah. So choose your path.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Bukola.
you, Crystal.
Thank you so much for coming. And if you would like to reach out to Bukola, what you need to do is send us a message on Ask at the HopeGrill, and also our website is up. You can actually just, send us a message and we'll get the message through to her, and she will definitely reach out to you. For coming today, we have a little token for you. And
Thank you.
For you, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Crystal.
And I hope that we can have you again.
Oh, sure.
And especially when Nimi is all grown. And because I know that she has started scribbling and writing and doing stuff, and we'll be back. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Question and Ask the Grill today is, I have been married for 2 years and I still don't have a child. My husband's family is mounting so much pressure and I'm so confused. What do I do? It's not fun when you have to wait. I mean, not necessarily wait for, a child, but waiting in life is so difficult. So I can imagine where you are. But you know what? The kids will come at their own time. You need to feel free and just be relaxed, and then you can easily get pregnant. So I'll tell you a little bit of story. And I remember that I didn't get pregnant immediately I got married, and I was a little bit jittery. And for every time I tried so hard, I actually didn't get pregnant until I kind of forgot about it. I wasn't even thinking of getting pregnant, and then I got pregnant. And so I just want you to relax, take it easy, take a chill pill. Do all the research that you need to do. If you need to, ask the doctors or something, just to be sure that you're fine and your husband is fine, and then just relax. The babies will come, okay? And if you have any question, send your questions to ask@thehopegrill.com. And our quote for the week is, hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. Let your hope, not your hurts, shape your future. Wow, it was such an emotional HopeGrill session this week. I hope you've been inspired and you enjoyed hanging out with us. Life's challenges will always come, but as I say, just calm down. It's going to be okay. Stay strong, stay inspired, and have a hope-filled week. Thank you. Bye.